Yu-Gi-Oh players are probably one of the groups of people that annoy me the most in one aspect, and it's that they don't take full advantage of the resources given to them. After playing on DevPro for basically 5 days, just for general playtesting and purposes like that, I have learned one thing about Yu-Gi-Oh players, and it's why. First off, why would you not play with a 15 card extra deck ever? Alright, so looking at the things I've played against over the course of the last few days, I've played against people with 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 card extra decks. And when I ask them why they didn't have a complete extra deck, they're like, oh, I think I have enough here. Alright, why would you not maximize your potential resources? If you have one of a few rank 4s and there's other ones that you don't think you'll ever make, bring them. Why would you not want to take full advantage of this? Now, there's just the really terrible players out there, and if you're offended by this, I'm sorry. I would not even dream of playtesting a deck without a complete extra deck. I don't know what you're smoking. It just really annoys me when I'm sitting here trying to playtest my deck, and I'm playing against a scrub that's playing a 10-card extra deck because he thinks he's got all of his resources there. So when I destroy you, and you're like, oh, I could have done something else. No, you couldn't have, because you weren't smart enough to put in the extra cards. I played against a Chronomaly player. 10-card extra deck. And, you know, I have double BLs on the board. I'm like, cool, you know, he's going to make Constellar Pleiades and win. Instead, he makes Tiras. His reason behind it, I didn't think I would ever need Pleiades in this deck. I don't understand. Alright, played against another player. He had, I think it was 8 cards in his extra deck. Made BLs. And he's like, well, why do you make such a broken card? You know, you expect people to be able to beat it. I'm like, it's okay, you know, you're playing Firefish. You should be able to make 1-1 win. He's like, I don't play 1-1 because the card's too broken. I'm like, I don't understand. We played against a few other people yesterday on tag duels, and one of them was just yelling at us because he didn't have a complete extra deck himself. He's just sitting here like, you guys play all these broken cards. I'm like, no, we're winning because we maximized our given resources in this game. It's like going to an event. Why would you only play a 5-card side deck when you could play 15, get those additional 10 resources? I don't understand in competitive play or anywhere, even in playtesting, why you can't bring 15 cards. The system gives you everything that you need. Are you just that lazy to not type in an extra 5 cards that could potentially help you win? You can't maximize playtesting results without getting all of the best options to you. I don't understand why you would play Firefist with 8-card extra deck. I don't understand why you would ever play Chronomaly with 7 cards. Like, how do you expect to functionally understand what your deck is capable of if you don't have all of the resources to you? Are you just that stupid that you can't comprehend that those extra 5 cards could be the reason why you're going to win half of your games? It's like saying, oh, well, you know, I only own 1 Tiger King IRL. Still, if you're playing online, you can spend the extra $3 in real life to get one. There's absolutely no reason why you can't make substitution choices for those available slots. There are plenty of cards in this game at this point in time that you can make accurate substitutions for things to maximize and get better results. And I'm just dumbfounded by the amount of people that think it's our fault because we have a 15-card extra deck and we're beating them because they weren't smart enough or, you know, not lazy enough to not bring a complete extra deck to get their full results. Secondly, Yu-Gi-Oh players really get salty when you're playing BLs. Alright, this is something else that I've really enjoyed these past 2 days. On top of really pissing off people that don't have complete extra decks, I've been enjoying that. The fact that I can make a BLs, or 3, in 1 turn and just ruin your day. I did play against one guy, and I got really angry at him, and I was keyboard warrioring to him just about, like, where all of his misplays were. He was playing a 49-card deck, and this is the best part. Draws 5, does his thing, solar recharges, goes Lumina, Garoth. I'm like, oh cool, you know, you're gonna get all this massive card advantage. Instead, he overlays into Leviair and ends his turn. I'm like, why would you ever do that? He's like, oh, I've got enough cards in my hand. I'm like, well, okay. So, on my turn, I make triple BLs because I opened up the nuts. And this player is like, oh, well, I'm going to win because I have enough stuff in my hand. I'm like, okay, sure. He summons JD, pays 1,000 life points, and then he starts typing in the chat. He's like, why didn't they die? I'm like, did you read my cards? Then he rage quits. I'm just dumbfounded by this. There's no comprehensible explanation to how you cannot maximize your results and get all of the world that you could ever need. And it just angers me. The other thing that even Alex Medina has caught on to this. What possesses a person to want to play multiple upstart goblins in a multiple card deck? Like, okay, let's think about this here. Why would you ever want to play 3 upstart goblins in a 43 card deck? I don't understand. Just take out those cards and make it a 40 card deck. And I've seen a lot of people doing this. We played against a 50 card deck, and the guy's like, oh, hey, check this out, Pot of Duality into upstart goblin. And I'm like, I just rage quit. I'm like, I'm not even dealing with this. This is beyond all comprehension of what this game is meant to be for the best base results. I mean, of course, when you're playing tag, I mean, people will play Ancient Leaf, but why would you play Ancient Leaf in a 50 card deck? It dumbfounds me. So this is my rant on why I think certain players are just god-awful at this game. You have resources available to you, use them, brush up on the knowledge of this game before you make a really, really, really stupid play, like not having a complete extra deck, blaming it on the other person as to why you're losing. Certain people, you just need to stop playing this game or learn to get better at this game. I know some people are going to be extremely butthurt at this video, but like I said, for maximized results, please just take the extra 3 seconds to search rank 4s and click a few extra cards. That way you can bring them to the firefight, and you can say that it wasn't your fault, that you did have resources available to you. Then you can blame it on something else. Outside of that, I don't care. Because you lose to 3 BLs, it's not my fault, you're just a terrible player. Another thing, this was another story. We ended up playing against 2 people. It was a rank up gadget player and his partner. And the guy torrentialed too early to try to disrupt our BL summons. And the guy was like, I'm just so scared of BLs. The gadget player's like, if you're scared of BLs, you need to adjust your deck. You know, and the guy's like, well, you shouldn't have to adjust your deck for 1 card. Well, most of the time right now, most decks in competitive play can just go 101, suck up BLs, move on with their day. For a deck to have to commit as many resources to summoning BLs as mine, it does make sense. You shouldn't have to adjust your deck. You should already have the resources in your extra deck. See, this is what I'm talking about how people, once again, think that they need to go through all this stuff and they can just click 3 extra buttons and achieve maximum results. I don't know. That's my rant. So guys, leave a comment down below. Some of you are going to be like, well, I play the 12 card extra deck, you're calling me bad. Probably am, but at least understand where I'm coming from here. Don't play online with a 10 card extra deck and expect to win consistently. It's just not going to happen. Deuces. Deuces. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video to show your support. And please check out Vanguard 40 for Cardfight Vanguard, MKohl Games for miscellaneous trading card games, and No Limit Gaming for a brand new series of Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks for watching.